What's up everybody, my name is Justin, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a review on the New Balance 910 V4. It is a trail running shoe. It was the very first pair that I got when I was first introduced into running. I've been running trails now for just over a year. This will be my first review. As you can see, I've had already a wide variety of shoes. So that's what I want to do with these videos. Every once in a while I want to document my trips on races, document other people, and then also do reviews on trail running gear and in specific with shoes. With the shoe, just a quick story about it. I went into the running store and I asked the guy what were good trail running shoes to start off with. He told me these were the ones, so I didn't question him on it, and now I have I would say about 100 miles, maybe just a little bit less. Alright, with this being my first review, just please leave any comments of what you guys thought about it. So without further ado, here's my review on the New Balance 910 V4. I'm not going to talk about too much about the specs of the shoe, like the stack height, what the material's made of, all that stuff. You can look that up online, but I'm just going to simply talk about what I liked about the shoe and what I disliked about the shoe, would I recommend the product, and what's the race distance that you could take the shoe up to, and then I'll also give it a rating out of 10. To start off with, the first thing that I liked about the shoe is simply the looks. So it's got a good color scheme. I know they have a couple different colors available, but it's a pretty stylish shoe. So I was actually quite surprised when I saw it, because when I was first introduced into running, I pictured shoes that were just a little bit bigger, a little bit more bulkier, and didn't have the best appeal to it. So that would be the first thing that I like. The second thing that I liked about the shoe is the overall fit. When I first put the shoe on, I was actually really surprised, because running shoes, they run pretty narrow within the forefoot, but this here actually has a surprisingly wider forefoot, which when you first put it on, you can feel that you have plenty of room with your toes. It's got really good cushioning back here in the heel. It gives you that super locked down, secured feeling, so your heel is not floating up and down on your runs. And the last thing that I liked about the shoe is the protection. So not necessarily durability, but just your protection from any debris like tree stumps or rocks. But with that, the protection can be a downside as well. So although it protected pretty well out on the trails, it's just too stiff, especially back here in the midsole. I can't even flex it up at all, but through the forefoot, it's got decent flexibility. And so that was probably the first thing that I disliked about the shoe, is especially on more technical trails where there is a lot of rocks, it just made my feet a little bit more fatigued, and just wasn't as comfortable on those longer runs on technical trails. Second thing that I disliked about the shoe is the upper mesh part of the shoes. Actually, both pairs are starting to rip right here on this mesh. Not sure if it's the combination of this Toe Protect rubber material combined with the mesh, and then the screen printing of the logo on here, just causing it to rip right on the outer part of the shoe. Any wrong movement, I just slowly started to see the rip in it, and as the shoe got wet, it didn't help at all either. So I'd say those are the two main things, is just the stiffness and then also the durability in the mesh. But overall, it's actually a pretty decent shoe. I would recommend this product absolutely for new runners. I can't complain, because this shoe did get me introduced into running, and like I said, I got up to about just 100 miles, so not too crazy, and already started to see the durability issues with it. But I would say that you can take this shoe up to a 50K distance. It just depends on the trail. So obviously nothing too technical. It'd have to be pretty buffed out and pretty runnable. Out of 10, I would give this shoe a 6.5. So just, I guess you could say just above average. That concludes my review on the New Balance 910 V4. Like I said, it's a pretty average shoe and good for beginners. But please leave your comments in the section below. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on what you thought of the video. And I will see you guys soon.